Rosie was shuffling cheerfully into the yard one day, so Topham had assigned her to pull some fruit trucks. She was very pleased. She, she saw Charlie bringing in the brake van, but she noticed he was very tired. Charlie, she asked. Yes, Charlie panted. You look so exhausted. Your cheeks are red. I know that, Rosie. Me and Arthur were taking these trucks all the way to here from the yard. They've nothing but a pain. And they are treating it like it's a big joke, said Arthur crossly. But the troublesome trucks just laughed. They didn't really care what Arthur or Charlie were saying. Look at this, boys, laughed the one truck. These silly little engines think they can push us around whenever they feel like it. Do you really think we care about some silly delays? So Topham Hatt does. He would blow a casket if he found out you played a trick on me and Charlie. And Arthur biffed him crossly. Oh, 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 oh! Screamed the trucks. Maybe that will teach you in future not to test our patience when we're trying to take you from the mainland to the yard, grumbled Arthur, as he went to rest his wheels. Rosie eventually switched to another track and coupled up to the train from behind and started pulling the truck very slowly. Alright, listen up, you, said the second truck. The second that pink cherry blossom on wheels gets to Gordon's Hill, we're gonna push her so far off the rail she won't even notice. However, for them, Rosie didn't know. Come along, she said happily. Soon, Rosie was at the countryside. The trucks were heavy, but she carried on. Come along, she said. Don't be silly. The trucks were getting very annoyed with Rosie. This stupid cherry blossom is just as annoying as that green caterpillar, they grumbled. And we'd rather deal with his clumsiness than deal with Little Miss Happy and Little Miss Sugar Plum. Come along, whistled Rosie happily. We're almost there. Right, the second she tries to push us up the hill, they said, we're gonna let her, Lucy whispered to the trucks. The trucks immediately put their brakes on the hill, and Rosie was trying her hardest to push. Come on, she said. We can't be late. Come on, said Rosie. By the time Rosie got them up the hill, the trucks saw their chance for trickery. All right, now, shouted the first truck. They let their brakes loose and pushed Rosie. On, faster, shouted the fruit trucks. Stop, cried Rosie. Stop, she said. Never, laughed the trucks. This is what happens when you treat us like little babies. Unfortunately, by the time Rosie gained control, it was too late. Rosie derailed off the track, and the truck spilled, and the crates of fruit spilled all over the track. Rosie felt very embarrassed. But luckily, her driver and fireman got out clear and went to call for help. The mess was soon cleared. Toby was told to take the unhurt trucks away, and Sultan brought the breakdown train to put Rosie back on the rails. Tom had spoke to Rosie. The accident wasn't your fault, Rosie, but maybe next time you should be a little more careful when handling fruit trucks. Oh, yes, sir, Rosie said. However, so Topham had some stern words for the fruit trucks. As for you, he boomed at all three of them, you have caused confusion and delay. I really hope in future you don't play tricks on my engines, my railway. You don't know how lucky you are that Rosie's driving the firemen were able to survive that and were not injured or possibly worse. The trucks blushed in embarrassment. They knew Sir Top Hat wasn't joking around. Well, Rosie lassie, said Salty, despite your accident, you did at least try to handle the trucks And that's why they have a really useful engine me hearty. R, laughed Salty. And Rosie couldn't agree. Later that day, Rosie told Emily about what happened. Well, they sound... Wow, and I thought the normal trucks were bad, Emily said, rolling her eyes. Yeah, I hope I don't have to put up with trucks like that again, said Rosie. I'm starting to see why Charlie and Arthur were having a hard time with them. You know, Rosie, Emily said. Yes, Rosie asked. At least you kept the trucks, tried to keep the trucks in order, said Emily. And Rosie couldn't agree more. As she and Emily chuffed home,